Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and I am so excited to have you joining me today. In today's video, we are going to be doing the first round of decorating for the summer. I am so excited you are here. We're going to be doing several of these videos. I recently posted a haul of all of my Americana decor that I have purchased and that I have over the years, and you guys told me you were excited to see it go up. I was equally excited to see it go up. So today's video is going to be the first in my summer decorating series. So glad you are here for it. Make sure you get yourself a drink and a snack. This is a little bit of a longer video, but I am so excited. In today's video number 1, we're going to be working on my kitchen, and we're getting started with my absolute favorite place to decorate in my whole house, and that is the little hutch cabinet in my kitchen. I'm showing you how they look currently. I recently decorated these for spring, and it kept it really neutral and just very farmhouse with a mixture of new items as well as some vintage items that I have found at antique shops. And I'm going to be trying to hold on to a lot of this decor just to keep it as neutral as possible, but we're going to be popping in touches of Americana. There's Lion to say hello. He was watching me the whole time. I was jealous of his little nap he was taking on the couch. But we're going to get started by removing all of the current decor that is here in these shelves, on these shelves in the cabinet. And I've been asked before why we didn't just do open shelving, and that's because I wanted it to look really seamless with the cabinets. So I'm really happy with what we chose. I love the way it looks. We went back and forth on whether or not we were going to do some kind of mullion on the glass or some kind of glass that wasn't see-through, but I'm really glad that we went with what we did because it is a great place to add decor and it just warms up the whole space. And because our house is a very neutral farmhouse vibe, it allows for me to bring in color for the different holidays and seasons, and I don't have to worry about it clashing with what currently exists in my house. This is what I did when I lived in Vegas as well. So as you can see, everything just kind of has a very neutral color palette, and that makes it really easy when you want to pop in pieces of color. So for Christmas, it's very easy to pull that in, and now when you see me bring in the red and white and blue, it'll be really, really easy. So I'm getting started with these beautiful jars that I purchased from Michael's. I showed these in my recent haul. I'll have that linked for you down below if you haven't had a chance to watch that yet. But they are really, really pretty. They just have some lace detail on them. And I'm adding in some faux florals. These are just like little daisies, little summer florals. And if you have not been to Michael's to check out their 4th of July decor, I would highly recommend that you do so. It is currently on 50% off sale. And I actually went back and got some more because I have a lot more house to decorate now than I ever did before. So I just went back this weekend and got a couple more things. So if you are in need of any kind of 4th of July decor, I would highly recommend that you check them out. If you only go there for supplies for any kind of craft project, you are going to surprise yourself when you get there because they've got some really great home decor, and I'm always really impressed. So I'm just going to add some of these florals into these little glass vases, and then we'll get them into the cabinet. The next little DIY that we're going to work on here is this jar, this mason jar. It's a bigger jar that I'm going to add in these cupcake liners and little cupcake toppers into. These are from TJ Maxx, and I just had this little vision of, having some cute little baking items in this jar. Just another way to bring in, functionality and beauty, because I can definitely use these for treats, for the holidays, but I can also use them for decor. So I'm just kind of spreading them out because I didn't think I wanted them all together, right? There were only 4 different colors, and so I spread them into 3 sections, and then I'm just going to layer them the best that I can in this jar, and then we will get it into the cabinet. And now it's time to decorate the actual shelves in the cabinet here. I'm starting with that sweet little chair. I purchased that at a local farm here in New England. And then there's a little creamer pitcher from a antique shop nearby. And then I also put in that red colander, as well as that little plant riser, which I think is from the Target dollar spot. So is that little tricycle planter that's also from the Target dollar spot. I've got a pothos in there, and you're going to see I actually have a lot of plants here in these shelves, and they do get sun because it comes through the glass. However, these are not fake. The only fake plant I think that I have in here is that little one that's in the cloche right there, as well as the little flowers that are in the vase that we just put in there. So other than that, they're real. Flowers, I don't like to buy them real all the time. I typically try to buy those faux because they don't last unless I'm putting them in, a pot outside or something. Other than that, my plants are all real, but flowers, I just will buy those faux. So I am not going to cut any of the process here. In my spring Decorate With Me, I kind of walked through the process of how I was decorating these shelves. I did not have a plan. I don't have a plan now. I had an idea of some things that I knew would look good in the kitchen, but I really didn't have a plan. So you're going to see a lot of messing around with stuff, and I did not delete it so that you could see the process and how that goes. You guys seemed to like that. But things do get moved around a little bit, and I am constantly closing the cabinet doors so that I can make sure that you can see it through the glass. So and I just realized that as I'm doing this voiceover, I'm talking with my hands as if I'm talking to you. Anyway, if you have questions about any of the Americana decor that I am using, again, I did talk about all the items that I have in that haul video, where I got them, where you can find them. I think I even discussed prices. So check that video out if you haven't already. And I'm going to stop talking for a few minutes so you can see what I'm doing, and then we'll kind of wrap it up here at the end. here is the final look at the cabinet shelves. So on this first shelf here, it's pretty much the same as it was before. I just added a flag and the red colander. And then this second shelf is where I had my dough bowl before. So I moved down that tricycle, brought in some of those beautiful white bowls and the florals, which were a lot taller than I thought they were. So I kind of had to move them around. And then on the third shelf, I've got that basket, which I had before, as well as this wood riser. And on the final shelf, I have that cupcake mason jar, as well as another red colander. So love the way that those turned out. And while I was on a roll, I decided I kind of just wanted to change things up in the kitchen altogether. I've had the kitchen decorated the same way for the most part since we moved in December. Except for those shelves, you know, I've kind of changed those around a little bit and I've added pieces here and there. But for the most part, everything has been where, you know, it has been since we moved in, which, you know, it's served its purpose, but sometimes it's fun to change it up. So I am moving these jars to the other shelf. I get asked about these all the time. They're from Hobby Lobby. I did buy them several years ago, but if I ever see them in the store again, I will let you guys know. They are my absolute favorite canisters. I love them so much. And now I'm just going to wipe down the countertop and I'm going to move in the dough bowl. I love this dough bowl. I bought this at an antique shop. And I got a lot of slack in my spring decor video for putting it in the hutch. However, I just didn't have a space for it out on the countertop at the time. I had other things on the countertop, and so I knew that, you know, it would come and go. When I bought it, my intention was to put it on my table, but then I found that giant demijohn that lives there now, and I just love the way that that looks and the height that it brings. So I had this, you know, still on display but not on the counter, but now it's going to live here. So inside it's just got some towels, some faux eucalyptus. I added a wooden rolling pin as well as that long skinny charcuterie board. I think that's from Hobby Lobby. So I love the way this looks. I love the warmth that it brings to the countertop, and I'm glad I finally found a spot for it. Another spot in my kitchen that's been, for the most part, pretty much the same since we moved in is this charcuterie board or wooden tray that I have here in the corner. So I'm just clearing everything off and then I'm wiping it down so that I can add some different decor. I believe that this tray is from Target. Watch their wooden items like in their kitchen section. They go on sale a lot, and I'm pretty sure I bought this for like 50% off. I want to say I got it for a really good price. So keep an eye on those items at Target. When they're, you know, moving in some new items, they're constantly changing that up. So I've got those faux peonies right there. Those are from Michael's. And then I'm moving the recipe book holder that I had where the canisters are now, and I'm putting them over here. And then I'm adding in, I'm putting the towel back because I liked the towel, along with this creamer pitcher. And in the creamer pitcher, I am adding a little flag. It's a 4x6 flag, as well as that antique spoon that I purchased. It's an cast iron spoon. And I'm just kind of fussing with things. You know, you always want to get it just right, to get things to be where you want them. They never really stay that way. Luckily, I had the flowers to kind of hold things where I wanted them. And then I also had this little egg holder from Amazon with some faux little wooden eggs. So I wanted to put those on display. And then I had that sweet little bowl. It used to have mints in it. And I put it underneath the creamer, so now it kind of looks like a wash basin. So I love how that turned out. And then I moved my little propagation station that my husband purchased for me over to the other side there. So it added a little bit of warmth and it still got some good sun. And then this other little tray, this is a wicker tray. This is close to my stove. I use this every single day. I use those wooden spoons, the salt when I'm cooking, my butter dishes here, my olive oil, and I'm just adding in another one of those little flags. This is a great way to add in that touch of Americana decor when you don't want to add in a whole bunch of stuff. Just toss a flag in. It makes everything look really great. So And then we're also going to work right here on the end of my island. So this little hanging rack is from IKEA, and it houses a couple of antique kitchen items that I have found here in New England. And I'm just adding a little bit of Americana decor to it. So those wooden beads, and I do add a sweet little wooden heart. But other than that, everything else was already here. And I like this little spot right here. I think it's really sweet and pretty, and just adds another little interesting thing to look at in the kitchen, another piece of warmth. I like a lot of decor items. Some might find that to be visually cluttering or visually cluttered. There we go. I was going to get there. I'm doing this after work. It's been a long day, but some people might find it visually cluttered. Yes. To have a lot of items on the counter or on display or decor, but I love it. I think it makes the space feel warm and lived in, and I like that feeling. So that's why I always have a lot of decor. So finally, I'm just adding another one of these sweet little flags into the copper pitcher bouquet that I added in my last Sunday reset, I believe. I love this little pitcher. It is so pretty. Again, it brings such a touch of warmth into my house, and I just love the way that it looks. So adding a little flag in there, again, looks very, very sweet and just an easy way to decorate. So I love the way that turned out. And like I said, I was not done making changes to the shelves. So I added in that Home of the Brave sign. I thought I would use it on the tiered tray in my entryway, but I thought that it would look really nice in here too. And finally, I'm just adding in a new towel. This is a neutral towel. It's just a blue and white striped towel from the Martha Stewart line. I purchased this, I believe, at Home Goods or TJ Maxx. It's really, really soft, but that is it. And now the kitchen is done. Still beautiful and neutral and warm and inviting and very farmhouse, with touches of the American flag and that beautiful Americana decor. My daughter said to me she knows that it is getting close to summer because of the Americana decor coming out. That's how she knows. So I love how this turned out. Again, having a neutral palette really does make it easy to bring in different colors for the different holidays. So if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you considered giving it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and I will see you guys in the next one. Remember, this is only the first video in my summer decor series, so hopefully you will join me for the next one. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.